Mariupol is the symbolic center of Ukrainian resistance against the Russian invasion, and the Azovstal steel plant, where Ukrainian military and civilians are holed up by the hundreds, is the site of the last stand there. We got rare access to the military perspective inside of that steel plant, posing questions earlier to Major Serhiy Volnya, the commander of Ukraine's 36th Separate Marine Brigade. And here is what he told us about the dire situation inside. Commander, can you tell us what the current situation is where you are?
The situation is critical. It's beyond a humanitarian catastrophe.
Sir, President Zelensky's office says an operation to evacuate civilians from the plant is planned for today. What can you tell us about that?
I don't know the details. I know that a mission has arrived in Zaporizhia and that they are going to try and mount a rescue operation.
How many civilians are still sheltering inside of the steel plant?
These are hundreds of people, and they have dozens of children with them. The youngest is 4 months old.
Commander, you say you're keeping track specifically of the children here. How many kids are there, and can you tell us their ages?
I know there are about 60 young people there, and the youngest is 4 months old and the oldest is 17. I don't actually keep track of them because that's somebody else's job. I've got a different job.
Are the children there at risk?
All I can say about the children is that they're looked after by the Marines, and as far as I know, they're fine, and there is no risk to their safety at the moment. There hasn't been any direct threat to their safety. We're looking after them.
Sir, what is the food and the medical situation?
The Mariupol garrison is fighting and has been fighting in a situation of full encirclement for 64 days. It's a very difficult situation. We have very little water, very little food left.
The chief of the Mariupol Patrol Police says a field hospital by you was hit by the heaviest Russian airstrikes yet. Can you tell us how bad this was?
Yes, yesterday was a heavy strike on a direct hit on the field hospital that is situated inside Azov steel plant, and the operating theater was hit directly. And all the surgical equipment, everything that is necessary to perform surgery has been destroyed. So right now we cannot treat our wounded, especially those with shrapnel wounds and with bullet wounds.
Sir, you say that there are more than 500 people injured at the steel factory, both military and civilians, even before this field hospital was hit. Are medical personnel there able to treat them?
We are looking after the wounded right now with whatever tools we have. We have our army medics, and they're using every skill they have to look after the wounded. Right now, we don't have any tools, any surgical tools, but we have some basics. But we are in dire need of medication. We have almost no medication left.
I know you say you've spoken to or texted with President Zelensky daily for the last 2 months. What has he said to you?
President Zelensky briefs us on the situation in Ukraine as a whole and around Mariupol. He tells us about enemy movements and is supporting us in every way, and also keeps our spirits high.
You have held out now for 2 months. How much longer can you hold out?
We cannot tell you for sure how long we can hold on for. That all depends on the enemy movements and also on luck. We have great hopes that we will be evacuated, that the president will succeed in either evacuating or extracting us. And we'll just have to hope and see what happens.
What do you want to say to the world about your situation?
I would urge the world and the diplomatic leaders and world leaders and religious leaders to listen to us and to give us a humanitarian corridor from Azovstal, to give us an extraction procedure so that we can have a safe exit from Azovstal either to a third country or to a territory controlled by Ukraine.
Sergei Volina with the Ukrainian army in Mariupol, thank you so much for joining us this morning.